Hello and good morning. I am Haley and welcome back to my channel. I just woke up, so today is going to be a day in the life of a student teacher. And today is Friday, and it is the Friday before Thanksgiving break. My kids have all week off next week. Monday, Tuesday conferences, and then no school Wednesday, Thursday's Thanksgiving, and then no school Friday. So whole week off. So today's Friday. My teacher also has a sub today, so that'll be fun. Kids are always naughty when there's a sub. And the sub is my supervisor's sister, so a little nervous about that. But anyways, that's my day today. Sorry, I literally just woke up, so I wanted this to be realistic. As you can see here, it's just about 6:30. Yeah, the numbers are backwards, so it threw me off. It's just about 6:30, and so I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna pack my lunch and make a breakfast, and I think I'm gonna treat myself to a coffee this morning, because why not? It's Friday, and it's been a hell of a week, so I think I deserve some coffee, like a treat coffee, not just like making coffee. So I will check in with you along the day. This is me walking down my dark hallway to get to my kitchen. I decided to make myself a cup so I could have 2 cups of coffee. Alright, so I thought I would show you a quick outfit of the day as I'm running out the door. Actually, technically not running because it's 6:50, so it's a little earlier than I would normally leave, but I'm stopping by to get coffee, so I wanted extra time, and I'm just really early this morning. Don't know what's got into me. So I've got my hair in this like half up ponytail. It's being spushed by my keys right now. And then I've got this infinity scarf that my mom made me, and it's like I don't even know, like a off-white with flecks of browns in it, kind of. And then I'm just wearing this kind of plain, cute black dress that's from Old Navy. And then I'm wearing this cardigan, which I actually got from Goodwill, but it is Old Navy brand. Old Navy is my absolute favorite store in the entire world. Almost everything that I buy is from there. And my purse is from Target. And then I've got Converse on. And then I've got Target Christmas socks on, because at my school it's black and red days on Fridays for our school colors. And I wanted to have at least a pop of red. And then I've got my lunch bag, which is from my Goodwill video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the iCards above, with my coffee, my water, my lunch, and then my breakfast is in there because I eat it on my drive. Gotta love ice windshield mornings. I'm gonna go get out, and I don't know if you can even hear me. I'm gonna go get out and scrape. Alright, so I'm at school. You can kind of see the building over here on the side. Got my Dutch Bros. Treated myself to a large, hot candy cane mocha. And this is something that I normally save until my birthday, but I decided to really treat myself this morning. I was really feeling it, wanted a peppermint mocha, so I got it. Or a candy cane mocha, that's what they call it in this season. My birthday is coming up here in like a little bit less than 2 weeks, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna treat myself and go for it. I mentioned my supervisor's sister will be in my classroom for substituting. I texted my supervisor and I was like, hey, sorry, like really random and really early, but do you know if your sister has like a specific order from Dutch Bros? I'll pick one up for her, because on Fridays my CT and I like have switched off buying drinks when I'm here on Fridays. I'm not normally here because of classes. And she said she's one of the crazy ones who actually just drinks water. So I picked her up in ice water. So into the classroom. It's 7:30, I'm here now. It's a little early than I would normally be here, but this week is book fair and I volunteered my time at the book fair all week before school and some after schools if she needs it. So I'm gonna go head in there, go work the book fair, get my classroom in order. I thought I would show you the schedule really quickly, so I just changed the date on the board, and then we've got math, then PE, writing, which we're doing some salmon stuff, lunch, we do our read out of our book every day. This is our reading time, which we're going to do some fun Thanksgiving things with, and then we do a program called System 44, and then at the end of the day, we do have a break normally, but it's Friday free choice this week, or today, so we don't have like a schedule thing for that, but these are just magnets that are dry erase, so they just erase so we can change them when we need them, and then we do have extras that we took off the board, but there's music and library are the ones that we interchange often, but that's what we're doing today. So that's their morning work. They have to write the temperature of our fish tank that we have, salmon eggs. They have to create, this is the answer, they have to create the question, so either division, subtraction, addition, or division, multiplication, subtraction, addition. And then they have to they're counting coins, and before we used to write the numbers of each coins and they had to count up. Now we're wanting them to count backwards, and they have the answer, and then they need to make the coins, and then we count how many students wear red and black on Fridays. So there you go, that is this morning. I also thought I'd show you really quickly. On Friday mornings, we do a multiplication times test, and then we also do something called Formative Loop. I covered it my student's name, but it's an amazing software that places kids based off their needs, and you can move it around and change what exactly they need to do, and different levels, and number sense, and multiplication, and all these different levels and things, and you can have kids retry the test, and so it's a 5-minute time test as well, so 10 minutes of our math goes into that. And then this morning we are actually doing Zern, which is on the computer, and when they finish a lesson in Zern, they get to go on Prodigy, which is another math game, and they really love Prodigy. Wow, so I just remembered that I was filming this video. That is truly the life of a teacher, I feel like. It's 4:45 Friday, and I am exhausted. So next week is conferences, so there's really not a whole lot that I have to prepare for next week. As far as like, normally I do board work and I move the jobs and I change the date and stuff like that on a Friday if I'm here, but there's not really a whole lot I can do. We just have conferences, so the kids won't be here. Okay, well, as I was filming that, I got a phone call from the school, like from here, like an important message saying that there was no school next week as I was talking about it. So anyways, the day went really well. I feel like they did really well, especially of there being a substitute. They did just amazing. Like, I was really surprised. And yeah, I love days where there's subs because I basically just get to run the whole day. So I kind of feel like a real teacher. Like, I feel like I'm running the show. But I also can have that like backup of if I don't feel comfortable with something or if I don't want to do something, I can just hand it off to the sub. But I'm very blessed to have an amazing CT who lets me, and if I feel comfortable, run it, do it. And so I basically ran all day. So that was really nice, and it just is so nice that I'm feeling comfortable enough to do that at this point. So yeah, so just kind of like a rundown of our day, I guess. I went over it this morning. That was basically my last clip, but they did math, and I forgot that we had some small group stuff that they didn't finish yesterday, so we had them work on that, and then they went to PE, and they were pretty great at PE, according to the PE teacher, which was really nice. And they came back and we did a Thanksgiving Would You Rather, and they absolutely loved it. It was kind of hard to keep them in check. They were a little, squirrely about it, but it's Thanksgiving, it's fun, and so we just had half the class go to one side and half the class go to the other, And then we had a little bit of time left over, so we gave them a multiplication coloring sheet to have them practice. And then they went to lunch, and then they came back. I read a story to them, and we did some salmon work because we do have salmon. I'll go show you the fish tank in a second. And then we had just a little bit of extra time left, so they got to like just independently read. And then we went to System 44, which is our reading intervention. And normally we have small groups within System 44, but since she wasn't here, and then we have an IA who runs a group, she wasn't here, we had a sub. So we had 2 subs and me, and I was like, I don't really want to do small groups. And so we just had them work on the technology for like 45 minutes, which is really long, but they worked so hard and they were so quiet. And so we gave them like an extra little mini recess. On Fridays, they don't, so every day we give them a break. At the end of the day, we have an extra little recess that they have for like 15-20 minutes to like get outside, run, have fun on the playground. And it's the only time all of 3rd grade gets to go together. But on Fridays, we do Friday free choice. And so they don't get that on Fridays, which is really sad because they love recess. So we decided to let them have a little mini recess and Friday free choice as like our little gift to them is what we said. So they were super excited about that. And then we had free choice, and they were excited. They always love free choice, so they get to pick things on our games and stuff. And then they went home. So it was a pretty easy day. I'm also helping in the book fair, so I went a little bit this morning and a little bit after school. And then I made some purchases, so a little mini book fair haul. And I donate my time. Like, I don't get paid for anything, but last year I got paid to help her, but this year, because of part of my job, but this year I'm just helping out of the kindness of my heart, and because I love the book fair, she let me pick out a book for free, and then she gave me the teacher discount of 10%. So I went in with $20 bill and made my purchases, and then I got an extra book out of it, and then I was able to actually donate an extra $1.20 or whatever to the library to help them buy books. So it's very great. So I got Pig the Pug, which this is the first book in the series, and they had all of them, but I don't know what grade I'm teaching, and so I have a hard time shopping for books like at a book fair like that, because like there's such different age ranges, and so I just don't know. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. I can just like see it, and I'm looking at it, and it's, you know, messy because at the end of the day. There's just such an age range that I could potentially teach, and there's higher books and lower books and all that kind of stuff. So I picked out this because I know that he's pretty funny. This was only $5, so I like to spend a little bit less on books, but I went into the idea of like going to the book fair with the mindset of this is also helping the school. So helping the school, helping the library, and I'm getting stuff for my class. Got this book, this is called The Tiny Geniuses, Fly to the Rescue, and this was a $2 book. The cheapest books they had were $2, and I wanted to get some cheap books, even if they weren't like maybe quality or literature, because you just need a variety of books in your classroom, and sometimes the $2 ones work, you know? And I liked this one because it was about like Isaac Newton, Amelia Earhart, so it was important figures of history, and $2. And this one says that it's 4th grade reading level, so again, variety of reading levels. And then I got this book. This one is called Best Friends in the Universe by Hector and Louie, and it's a book about them writing a book, and I thought this could be potentially a really good mentor text. So in this was also a $3 book, but I just thought that it might be good because they're like writing the story through the story. And so let me like open it here. It's kind of awkward because I'm holding the camera, but they're like writing it, and there's like text boxes and idea boxes, and it's funny. And so I don't know. I mean, I really was surprised when I read through it, and I like kind of liked it. So I got that, and then I picked up 2 bookmarks because, so let me just like set it here. I picked up 2 bookmarks because as I still have bookmarks from the book fair when I was a kid that I use, and so they're pretty steady, and these ones were really cute. And so this one says, this book should be a movie, because there's many books that I read that should. And then this one says, how to say my name is in 13 languages. And I thought that was just so cool. I thought that was really cool and really neat, and I liked it a lot. got Dog Man, which Dog Man is really popular right now with the kids, and so this was my biggest purchase. This was $10 because it's a hardback book, but I think that really you should invest in some books that you want to last a while. If you buy them in paperback, they're not going to last as long. So I got this, and then they did have some Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and I was really struggling if I wanted them or not, but it's like $7 or so, and they were like the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, like the new ones, and so I figured maybe, I don't know, I don't need them right now, so maybe not. And then they also had a lot of Captain Underpants, but I don't know enough about that series to know if I want it in my classroom or not, so I didn't pick up that, but I picked up Dog Man. It was recommended by the librarian. And then this is the book that she gave me for free. I'm so grateful. She said this was the most new one. Oh, there's 9 of them. I might have one Bad Guys. I'm not sure, but this is the Bad Guys, the Big Bad Wolf. So she was very kind, and this one was $6. I didn't say the price of all of the books, I don't think. But this one was $6, and she did give it to me for free as a part of, like, you know, my payment. So I'm gonna write my name in all of these and put them with all my other piles of books and keep them for my classroom. So, and maybe I'll let my students read them if they're interested in Dog Man. My students here anyways. But yeah, so let me go to the other side of the room and I'll show you the salmon eggs, and then I think I'm gonna head out of here. I really don't have too much else to do, so, and I don't need to stay here any much later. I want to get out of my shoes and be able to relax and be comfy. So let's go walk over to the salmon eggs and I'll show you. All right, so this is our fish tank, and there's this little system which is the water chiller because it's supposed to be at a pretty cool temperature, as you can see. And these are our little salmon eggs. So as you can see, they're now like hatched is what you consider them. They're not just eggs anymore. And they're actually in a I'm not a fish expert by any means. Let me start by saying that. They're in a stage called alevins. And so here's a bunch of them right here. I think we have like a little over 80 of them. But they're in a stage called an alevin. And when they, I think when they absorb their yolk sac, that's when they become fry. But they are eggs, and then they turn into eyed eggs, and then they are alevins. So here's like a little poster. Oops, just kicked it. So the eggs, and they get fertilized, and this is what they look like, and then they're alevins, and when they hatch, they when they like fully hatch, they're like called fry. So that's the salmon eggs. That's our project, and that's science, but we don't really have a science curriculum, so it is like an integrated with our literacy. So I am now leaving my classroom, and I filmed many clips, but I don't know what I'm actually putting into vlogs or whatever. But if I haven't actually shown it yet, this is the office in my classroom. And then in my school, all teachers have an office. So really great, really amazing thing. And I have got some iPads and technology that I have to turn into the library. So I have to go do that at the school, and then I need to head back to my apartment. So that was my day today so far, day in the life of a student teacher. If I'm being realistic and showing my day in the life, as soon as I was leaving my classroom, I started DoorDash, which I DoorDash as that's my only source of income right now. And I DoorDash on my off days, on nights, on weekends, on times that I feel like I can, to make some extra money. And depending on the pay, I mean, it pays pretty well. I mean, upwards of like $16 to $20 an hour if it's busy and you plan it out right. So anyways, I turned it on before I left my classroom, and it said it was busy, and I immediately got an order. And it was actually kind of like perfect. The way that it worked out is that the order was in the town that I was in for where my school is at, and the delivery was in the town that I live in. And so it was like on my way. It was a quick pickup, so that was nice. And sorry, it's kind of blurry and I can't really focus because there's like no light. But Anyways, so yeah, so I'm being realistic and honest. That's what I did. And if you'd like to see like a full-on DoorDash video, I totally can. I filmed in the summer, but then I kind of got a little nervous about posting it, so I never actually posted it. But I can kind of explain or show what shift looks like, or I don't know, but it's independent contracting of delivering food. So, oh, here's another order. So I guess I will speak to you again soon. So besides the light being on, this probably looks like it's the exact same place that I was before. I'm still in my car if you can't tell. But it's actually many hours later. I don't remember what time it was. I think it was almost 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 5:45-ish last time I talked to you, and it is now 8:45. So I have been doing DoorDash, which I wasn't expecting to do tonight. It wasn't my plan. I actually had some plans with my roommates that fell through because one of my roommates isn't here right now. She's with her boyfriend instead. Anyways, yeah, that wasn't what I was expecting to do tonight, but that's what ended up happening. So I've been door dashing for the last 3 hours and did many orders, and I was actually in a town over from where I'm at, and so I just drove back. It was getting kind of slow and there's no more orders. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head into my apartment and put away what I didn't eat for lunch, put away my ice packs, probably get into some comfier clothes, and then something really exciting, which I haven't done in a really long time. I don't think I've done it since last year for sure. It's probably about a year ago at least. Last school year is what I was referring to. Is something called midnight movies, which, just like it sounds, is a movie at midnight. I obviously am going to college and I live in a college town, and so the local movie theater puts on movies for like fundraising for college clubs, and they offer it for, I think it's like $5, and the first 25 people get in free tonight, so we'll see if that's me and my roommates, but we're going to see Frozen 2, so that's really exciting. I am so excited. One of my roommates, I don't know if I've mentioned this before on my channel, but is a foreign exchange student from Japan, so that will be interesting for her. I'm so excited for Frozen 2. I've heard it's a tearjerker, so we'll see, but I'm gonna change the pajamas. I'll probably wear pajamas and slippers and bring a blanket and get all nice and cozy in the movie theater. But yeah, I'm so excited, and it'll be so much fun. Definitely not a typical day in the life as far as I feel like it was a very atypical day today. For student teaching, there's not always a sub, and every day after student teaching, I don't DoorDash. A lot of the time I have homework to do, but this week I haven't had any homework to do because classes were canceled because I was supposed to be at the elementary school all week for our mock ed TPA week, which I can talk more about ed TPA if you're interested in that, because it's a whole beast of a ball game. If that makes sense. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, so, and it's cold outside, so I'm gonna go get into my apartment and get comfy, and, yeah, I will check in with you later. So I just wanted to add in a short little clip here. You probably cannot see me, but I just quickly wanted to say, it's now like 2 a.m., I'm in bed, going to sleep. The movie was absolutely fantastic, very cute, and I just wanted to share, because this is definitely not normal for me, but on the way to the movie theater, I actually got pulled over, and I was super nervous, and it was really cold outside, so I was like shaking, and it just turns out that my taillights were out, so he gave me a warning and said please fix them. So no harm, no foul, nothing happened, nothing's wrong, but thought I would share because that was part of my day, and I'm in bed, so that was the day in the life of a student teacher. Hello. So I just wanted to end this vlog right here, and I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up, subscribe down below, comment if you have any questions about anything, if you have any video requests, want to see more about DoorDash or ed TPA or any student teaching videos. But yeah, So thank you so much for watching. Bye!